Hello there YouTube, it's TheRubberMant here, and I'm here with a dueling network profile for you. And the deck I want to choose today is the Gustaph Max OTK. Now, I really like this because this is quite a fun, inventive OTK. And I would have it in real life, but Gustaph Max is an OCG exclusive. It would cost hundreds of pounds to get the ones I need, and they'd be in Japanese, so they wouldn't be tournament legal anyway. So, oh well, I'll just play this online, and it's a really fun deck to do online. So here we go. I've called the deck Fabulous Max, which is a reference to Mawaru Penguin Drum, and if you haven't watched that anime, go watch it now. Well, not right now, watch the video first, then go watch Mawaru Penguin Drum, because it is an amazing anime. But anyway, onto the deck. So, I'll explain it all afterwards in an actual dueling situation. So I'll just go through the deck list now and maybe say why some of the choices are in there, because some of them may not be apparent at first. So, chain material, 3 chain material, 3 fusion gate. These 2 cards are the key to your OTK. They're what starts it. They essentially mean that you can summon from anywhere from your hand, deck and graveyard by banishing the material monsters you need. And the material monsters are 3 Avian, 3 Burstinatrix, 3 Bubbleman, and 3 Clayman. Then we've got 3 Metal Reflect Slime, which is in there because Gustaph Max requires level 10s, 2 level 10s as materials. If you get caught out, if your chain breaks down, Metal Reflect Slime can summon a level 10 token, which you can use as an emergency Xyz material. Necrovalley. Necrovalley is a nice card to draw into at the beginning of the game because it can shut down a lot of opponents' decks. It can lead your opponent to expect something completely different, and it means that a Caterpillar Omen and an Owl of Luck are much faster. So then we've got 3 Terraforming, which will bring Fusion Gate to your hand. A Caterpillar Omen, which searches out chain material and is faster when you have Necrovalley on the field. And an Owl of Luck can also search out Fusion Gate and is faster when Necrovalley is on the field. So you've got 3 of those 2 as valuable searches. And then we've got Bubble Illusion. Because Bubbleman's in here, if you draw into Bubbleman, Bubble Illusion, Chain Material, and Fusion Gate, then it's an FTK, because you can activate trap cards. You don't have to set them, you can activate them from your hand. So you activate Chain Material from your hand, activate Fusion Gate, and then just go into your chain. 2 Super-nimble Mega Hampster, there to search for, that's basically to search for a Caterpillar Omen. So you can get chain material faster, because that will set a Caterpillar Omen, and a Caterpillar Omen will still get its effect. And then 2 Solemn Warning, because there was extra space, and Solemn Warnings are always nice to have in the deck. Anyway, the extra deck, 3 Gustaph Max the Super Dreadnought Railway Gun. You don't need 3, you only need 1, but it's dueling network, so put 3 in anyway. 3 Elemental Hero Electrum. You do need 3 of him. He's the key card of this deck, or one of the key cards. And finally, we've got Elemental Hero Gaia, and he comes in later on the chain when you summon him using Electrum and Gustaph Max to recycle them back. But that will become clearer when I demonstrate it in a second. And I've also got 2 Absolute Zero in there because when Chain Material and Fusion Gate are out, or even if you just get Fusion Gate out, you can get out 0 just to protect yourself. Stop the opponent killing you while you're waiting for Chain Material to come out. Anyway, so now I'm going to show you how the chain works in an actual duel. So I'm just here on Dueling Network in an actual duel to show you how the Gustaph Max OTK works, because the chain is quite a long and complex one, and I thought it would probably be better if I actually showed you it physically, showed you it happening, and then it'll be easier to understand. I'm dueling my good friend White Knight Espada, who also Yuki tubes. I've mentioned him before on my channel, and I'll probably link him again in the description box below. But anyway, on to Gustaph Max OTK chain. So got fusion get on the field, got chain material set. I set that last turn. So activate chain material. Chain material means you can fusion summon from anywhere, pretty much, from your hand, your deck, your graveyard, by banishing the fusion material monsters. So I'll just go through my deck and do that now. And what we're summoning here is Elemental Hero Electrum, so he requires Avian, Clayman, Burstinatrix, Bubbleman, and Clayman. Right, so they're all banished. We summon Electrum. Now Electrum's effect is he can return all the banished cards back to your main deck. So we'll do that. I am just going to put them to the grave because that will be faster. It means we won't have to sit through the shuffle animation. But take it as read that whenever I do that, they're going back to the deck. Now, they're in the deck. We use chain material again, and we summon another Elemental Hero Electrum. So we'll just get him out. Now, Elemental Hero Electrum is a 10-star, so we can overlay him for Gustaph Max, the Super Dreadnought Railway Gun. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say that when Electrum was summoned, you return his materials back to the deck. They are going to the deck, not the graveyard, like I said before. So now you've got Gustaph Max. Now you've got Gustaph Max out on the field. And you use his effect. You detach one Electrum to inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent. Then you banish Gaia. You banish Electrum, rather. You detach and banish Gustaph Max, and you're summoning an Elemental Hero Gaia. And then, once you've got Gaia, you summon a second Elemental Hero Gaia, using the Electrum in your graveyard, and the Gaia on the field. Now what you do is you summon a second Electrum. You summon your third Electrum by banishing all the materials from the main deck. I reiterate again, I put them in the graveyard because it's easier. They would be in the main deck. So you banish them from the main deck, and you fusion summon Elemental Hero Electrum. Now, Electrum's effect, you return everything to its original deck. So we'll just do that here. I'll put them to the grave. And then, as I'm sure you can guess, because everything is reset pretty much, you start the chain again by banishing the materials from your deck and fusion summoning for another Electrum. and overlaying for another Gustaph Max. And there you go, you started the whole chain off. You repeat this as many times as you need. You just keep on burning the opponent. If you get bored of that, Gustaph Max has 3000 attack. Anyway. Or if you've got fusion getting chain material out, you can just beat down your opponent by summoning zeros and electrums left, right and centre, and just go for it that way. But the main chain of the OTK is burning over and over for 2000 with that chain. So I hope you guys found that enlightening. I hope you guys know how to use the deck now. And I just hope you enjoyed it.